Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another daily video. So today I want to talk a little bit about, again, different topics as always, because none of them are really that big but are quite interesting. And all of them, I don't know how to say this and don't sound weird about it, but is about women in gaming, how they are depicted and such. And yeah, let's immediately dive in. As always, you will find everything that I'm going to show you in the description box down below. So the first one here is by Automaton, written by Amber Wee. Shift Up signs global publishing deal for a new platform game, Project Spirits. Shift Up has teamed up with Nikki publisher Level Infinite for global publishing of its upcoming title, Project Spirits. Yeah, and sadly, I don't have more about this game except this picture as well, like Automaton, what Amber Wee provided here for us. Because whenever you go to the page, it's just a bigger version of this picture, and I don't want to get restricted on YouTube just for showing this in full. But there is the link to the site. You can look at it in a bigger version. Let's just say it like this. Stellar Blade developer Shift Up has signed a publishing agreement with Tencent's global publishing label Level Infinite, as announced by the latter on November 26th, reported by GameBiz. Level Infinite, who also publishes Shift Up's gacha shooter RPG Goddess of Victory Nikki, I don't know how to say that one, will be the global publisher of the upcoming game Project Spirits, formerly known as Project Witches. Project Spirits is a multi-platform title currently in development for PC, console and mobile. It's being developed, okay, that we already know, by Shift Up and Tencent subsidiary Yongqing Interactive in Unreal Engine 5. Targeting otaku audiences. I wonder how and why. The game concept is based on Eastern fantasy. It's like there is a theme there, but specific details about the setting and characters have yet to be unveiled. Led by director Daehon Han, creator of Metallic Child, I don't know that game, the project is slated for release in 2027. For Project Spirits Global Publishing, Shift Up is once again teaming up with the... Okay, this is just... she has to get her word count in. So, why am I talking about this one? Because not only am I a big fan of Stellar Blade and I cannot wait for the next version, for the next game in the series. I mean, I played it here on the channel and you can see my joy of it, because I really like to say it. It pulls you in with the looks and keeps you in with the story and gameplay. That is what the game did to me. And it was beautiful in every sense. Then we have this article by IGN, written by Vicky Blake. Stellar Blade dev hails its performance on Steam, but new research suggests the novelty of playing PlayStation games on PC is wearing off. Oh boy. Let's just read through this article and then I will tell you why I chose this one as well. The audience that was once excited to experience these games for the first time has largely been served. No, that is absolutely not true. Stellar Blade, Shift Up's blockbuster action RPG, has done wonderfully well on PC, having launched first on PlayStation. According to the developer's presentation to investors, Stellar Blade's PC release sold more than 1 million copies in 3 days, sold a total of 3 million copies across both PS5 and PC, and has been recommended by 98% of its PC users, boasting an overwhelmingly positive user score on Steam. Because it's a freaking fantastic game. That means Shift Up claimed that Stellar Blade is now the best-selling PlayStation exclusive launch IP in history on PC, eclipsing games like Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, and The Last of Us in terms of peak concurrent users on Steam. Helldivers 2, of course, remains in pole position across both single and multiplayer games, and by some considerable margin too, estimated to have sold 12.7 million copies. So, okay, let's just take all this apart for a moment before we continue. Because, first of all, why did this game sell better on Steam than Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Last of Us? Well, first of all, Horizon Zero Dawn and Last of Us are old PS4 games. They've just been remastered and remade. Oh no, Horizon Zero Dawn hasn't been remade. Last of Us has a remake. But Horizon Zero Dawn came to PS5 with a full collection, or whatever the name is, the complete version. Marvel's Spider-Man, we already played it on PS4. It's been a while, people saw it. It's an older game. So then we have Ghost of Tsushima and God of War. We already know that Ghost of Tsushima, again, these are all PS4 titles. We already saw these titles many years ago, way before Sony said, yeah, we're going to put them on Steam as well. This is just a simple thing. It's old. People, me included, we want new things. Yes, I want to go through my Steam backlog, and it's a slow thing, I admit, but we want new things. We don't want to go through games that we already know. Yes, we have our comfort games. Everyone does. But yeah, also these are on a total different scale, by the way, because not scale, I'm sorry. God of War is a deeply story-based game. It has good combat, yes, I agree. I also beat the Valkyrie Queen on the hardest difficulty, and I loved it. It was amazing. I played Marvel's Spider-Man, and I loved it, the first one. I played Horizon Zero Dawn, the first one, and loved it. I played all of these. But, again, why should I buy them again? I had no intention to do this. I mean, yeah, I did it with Death Stranding. And I think that's the only PlayStation game that I bought on Steam as well. And I know I'm projecting on other people. This is why I'm saying, yeah, other people might do it as well, like this one. Because, again, money is limited. And Helldivers 2 is a multiplayer game. It is a lot of fun. It is incredibly funny with the story and everything that's going on around there. So, yeah, we're comparing single-player games to a multiplayer game that you can play with 3 friends here. Or 3 randos, however you want. Then, this is going to get interesting now. The PC version of Stellar Blade launched less than 6 months ago in June. PC-specific features included AI upscaling via NVIDIA DLSS4 and AMD FSR3, an unlocked frame rate, Japanese and Chinese voiceover, ultra-wide display support, higher resolution environment textures, and DualSense support for haptic feedback and trigger effects. Interestingly, though, a new report from Alinea Analytics via Push Square estimates that while Sony has made an astonishing 1.5 billion from Steam since it started bringing its first-party titles to Valve's platform, this has mostly been buoyed by the initial rollout, with sales of sequels, think Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok, slowing down. Analysts suggest this shows the novelty is wearing off. No, let's just continue on reading, and then I'm going to tear this article a new one. Not Just to be clear, not Vicky Blake, she's just reporting on what's happening here. This is more about Alinea Analytics, whoever wrote that one. All of Sony's major franchises have already landed on PC. The audience that was once excited to experience these games for the first time has largely been served. Later releases naturally face some smaller potential audiences, and our estimates clearly show this. Analyst Reese Elliott wrote, "Okay, I'm sorry, Reese Elliott, but you are absolutely wrong. We launch-aligned our Steam estimates of God of War and its sequel, God of War Ragnarok. We found that God of War sold 2.5 million copies after 427 days on Steam, over 2.5 times more copies than Ragnarok sold in the same time frame. Also, 13% of God of War's Steam players also played Ragnarok on Steam. The same trend can be applied to Marvel's Spider-Man sequel. Valve itself has made around 350 million from 30% cut. This doesn't matter. Why is this here? IGN Stellar Blade review returned a 7 out of 10, which is also way too low, but we know why they gave it a 7 and not a 9, which it deserved, because we play beautiful character, and there are many beautiful characters in this game, from Adam to the robot singer lady to also the younger people around us, with the mechanic that is in the game that gives us our upgrades. I already forgot her name, I'm really sorry. But there are characters in the game for basically everyone. And we know that these journos don't like attractive characters, because it's not the Western thing to do, apparently, which I absolutely hate. So, why am I going to tear this a new one here? It is incredibly simple. What do all the sequels of these games have in common? Horizon Forbidden West is all of the sudden also an agenda-pushing game. We have God of War Ragnarok, where Angerboda, in the mythology, Loki's wife, is apparently a black person. I mean, yeah, he's a shapeshifter and so on, and honestly, I don't care, because but it is a northern-inspired game. Yeah, we have Kratos, who is darker skinned, just underneath all the ash of his dead family, but Angerboda, again. Then we have Spider-Man 2, which is also riddled with all this agenda-pushing stuff. Last of Us 2 also has so many issues. And Ghost of Tsushima, again, it sold incredibly well on PS4. Less on PS5, because people already had the game. Why should they again buy it on the PS5? And we don't talk about Ghost of Yotei anymore, because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of this agenda-pushing Yotei game. Which also did not good. It made profit, yeah, sure, but Sony doesn't want to talk about that game anymore, so I'm going to end it there for that one. So, it's just as simple as that. The sequels of these games are not as good. There is no wearing off of the novelty. What do you think will happen when Stellar Blade comes out? And if it's basically the same game, the same attractive characters, the gameplay just in better, more moves, or just a new skill set? I don't know. Whatever they're cooking up with the gameplay, I'm all for it. I trust them. The gameplay was freaking fantastic. I loved every single minute of it. Even the fishing, because, just a quick side note, I really wasn't the biggest fan of the fishing until I found the option to make it easier, because I, again, have finer motor skill issues, and it was amazing. The game does not push you to, yeah, now you have to fish for 10 hours. No, you can do everything in about, I don't know, 1 hour, 2 hours. I was a little bit slow, but yeah, you can do it really fast. And if you want, you can enjoy it even longer. But for all the fishing quests, again, there are so many beautiful things in Stellar Blade. Oh my freaking god, it's beautiful. Then, now, another presentation of female characters in gaming. This is from 5 years ago. You can already see 30k dislikes, basically. I mean, it's not that bad of a dislike ratio for Prince of Persia. I'm sorry, there will be no sound because I'm already struggling with copyright claims and so on. So this game, again, 5 years ago, when was it exactly? 10th of September 2022. 2020, I'm sorry, where did the 2 came from? When I first saw this back then with my ex, at first we were excited because she also loves Prince of Persia. I love Prince of Persia. There are many people who love the Prince of Persia franchise. And Ubisoft gave us this. Even back then, 5 years ago, this game did not look like a game that's been made in 2020. It just doesn't. And the moveset is basically just a copy and paste of the original ones. Exactly a copy, which is not good, by the way. I mean, yeah, but then it's not a... It's... I don't know how to say this, but why should I play this if I can play the original one? If it's just the same, just with better visuals? This should have been a remaster, not a remake. Then we have the other problem of that this game was basically made from scratch again, which is a good thing. And I really, really mean that. It is a good thing that they said, okay, you know what? This isn't good, because you can already see it should have been here in 2021. They didn't. Good. I supported this choice. But now we have a leak. Here by VGC, written by Chris Scullion. There is no longer a need to protect her. Farah may be stronger in Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time remake leak suggests. Player may seemingly no longer have to keep the prince's companion alive during battles. And you can see it again here. It's the Ubisoft thing. It's the Western developer bullcrap that I just don't want to see anymore. Farah, you don't know what a crush I had back then when I played Prince of Persia. And no, don't come at me with, yeah, but you have to protect her, you felt strong. No, she was a regular mortal, she was incredibly intelligent, she knew what's going on even before we as the prince did. She is an amazing shot with the bow and arrow, as you can see. And the thing there is, again, she's a regular mortal. We as the prince, we played a time mastering guy. Yes, it was only 8 seconds that we were able to go back in time. But we're still the overpowered time manipulating guy who can walk on walls, who does flips all around his enemies and so on. We are the overpowered player. That is the power fantasy. Why do you think I love to play Space Marine 1 and 2? Even on the hardest difficulty setting, it is a power fantasy. God damn it. And I want to play a power fantasy. And I'm not the only one, by the way. So the upcoming remake of Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, may make the prince's companion Farah a stronger character, a leaked document suggests. Slides from an internal 2024 Ubisoft presentation deck were revealed in a YouTube video earlier today. Were they though? Including motion capture clips, alpha gameplay shots, and concept art. The video was quickly taken offline following a copyright claim by Ubisoft, I wonder why, but not before the game post was able to report on its contents. Okay, I already opened up the link. One of the key focuses on the presentation is Princess Farah, who appeared in the original 2003 version of Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. I'm old, man. I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago. In the original game, Farah would accompany the prince through most of his quest and would also be involved in battles, but would often call for help when in trouble, because she is a ranged character. You know, the thing that the prince cannot do? Ranged enemies were the problem. She took care of them. It's just simple as that. You are the close combat guy. If an enemy killed Farah, the mission would be failed. Yes, but again, you can turn back time. And I can turn back time, or whatever the song was. According to the leaked presentation, Farah returns in the Sands of Time remake, of course, and once again accompanies the player with no plans to make her a playable character. Good. However, the presentation appears to stress that there will no longer be a requirement to save Farah, during battles, suggesting that she should be able to take off herself now. There is a care missing here. In this new game, combat has been modernized, blending familiar acrobatic attacks with new advanced acrobatic moves, it reads. The time powers have been enhanced to offer a wider array of options in battles. Oh, this is a balancing issue there. I don't know if I trust Ubisoft. The combat system and enemies have been revamped, new ways to defeat enemies, improved boss fights. So, let me get this straight. From what I am reading here is, we will get... Wait, I can already say this one. If I'm right, you owe me a sub and a thumbs up. We will be able to throw daggers and stuff like that at a certain point where the enemy was, and then we can just take this specific enemy and rewind it to the point where the enemy once stood, so that the dagger will hit them. I can already say that this will be in the game. Because also, I think it's cool. Might be cool. But yeah. From now on, Farah is a true ally. What is a true? She was always a true ally. What do you mean? Capable of fighting independently, which she already did with her bow and executing cooperative attacks. Okay, the cooperative attacks I'm really looking forward to. There is no longer a need to protect her. There was basically never a need to protect her, because it was just like in a relationship. They both protected each other, just in their own way. The prince needs help in some ways, as she needs in some ways. How is that so hard to understand? When it was announced in September 2020, the Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake had been in development for 2.5 years at Indian studios Ubisoft Pune and Ubisoft Mumbai, and was planned for release in January 2021. Following a negative reaction to the game's reveal trailer, however, it was delayed several times, and in 2023 it was announced that Ubisoft Montreal, which made 2003's the original Sands of Time, had taken over development duties. I mean, I don't know what Ubisoft Pune and Ubisoft Mumbai did before that one. I would have preferred let them have another shot at that one. Let them do this again. Just better. Give them another chance. Let them show us that they are capable of doing this. But yeah, now we will never know. The remake is now planned for release in 2026, with Ubisoft stating last year that its Toronto studio Far Cry 5 Watch Dogs Legion had come on board to collaborate with Ubisoft Montreal on the project. Oh no! Is this going to be an open world game? Please don't tell me that this is an open world game. I'm scared. I'm really scared right now. I love Prince of Persia. And I'm just not playing the new ones. First of all, because we're not playing the Prince, which is in the name. I don't mind-ish that we're playing the bodyguard in the first 2D one. But what is with the haircut? I understand that he's dark-skinned. Yeah, well, I'm all for that one. Makes sense. There is a lot of sun. And I'm scared that there is other stuff in there with Western modern storytelling. But I have to look into that. I don't know. And also, it was at a point where I did not want to support Ubisoft. I still kinda don't want to, but I really want to play Mirage because that one looks like fun. And it's not only because it's basically a game like Assassin's Creed should have been. And I hear a lot of positive things about that one because there is no agenda pushing bullcrap in there. But yeah, so what was that link? Who is that? The Game Post, Prince of Persia Sense of Time remake leak shows early footage and major gameplay changes. Do we have pictures? No, this is the original one. Just look how hot both of them are, man. God damn it, get away. Okay, it's gone. Sad. I was hoping that we will be able to see something. Hi, Editing Beard here. Quick. I found this picture right after I finished, well, recording the original one. And yeah, this is the leaked screenshot we have of both of them. What happened here? I mean, just look at what I don't understand. The Sands of Time were really not merciful on both of them in this one, especially not on Farah. What the hell? This is again the Western modern audience slop bullcrap agenda pushing thing that I do not want to see in my video games. Again. What is going on? Moving on. Sorry. I also played the very first Prince of Persia, the very first 2D one. That one was so much fun. Just look how cute she is. God damn it, I love her so much. Even though she was not a little girl yesterday because she ate her sister's food, which she's not allowed to. But I can't stay mad at her. Just look at her. My little fluff ball. Her winter coat is so it's so big. It's so long. But yeah. Again, the overall topic of the video, I still don't know how I can name this. So if you have an idea for a title, please let me know, because right now you will already have seen what the title is. I'm trying to do the YouTube thing where you can choose 3 titles and it will just show you one of them. I don't know which one's going to be. But yeah, again, please excuse me if it's a badly named title, because again, I don't know what else to call this. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on all of this hot characters and storytelling and gameplay thingies? Again, leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I'm keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the things that make the dings. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more video game news every day. And by that I of course mean like and subscribe, and if you want you can share this video with your friends. And please turn off YouTube's restricted mode. Otherwise, have a great day my friend, stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you tomorrow with the next video and hopefully the live stream. Bye, bye, bye.